Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Monday morning. Monday morning. Oh my gosh, Monday morning. Colorado forecast as always. Overcast. Temperature is 49 degrees. It's supposed to be a nice day, up around 70, I believe. And warm night last night, actually. I mean, it wasn't that terribly cold. So, spring's here. We got some rain coming in here pretty soon. That's okay. I have the truck running. It's a little chilly yet, but I do have the truck running. I hope it doesn't make a lot of noise. I'll shut it off here in a minute. But good topic again today. Just has to do with your thoughts are your reality, what you perceive outside of your vision, your perception of life, your reality. So, things people know about. I mean, we've even talked about it, I guess, before, and that's okay. I'm going to shut the truck off. But it's pretty important to do something about it. What you think is how your world is perceived to you. Let's get through the simple stuff first. If you think negative, you get negative. If you think happy, you get happy. If you think lack, you get poor. If you think angry and bitter, you lose a lot of friends, people around you. If you think you can't, you won't. Things like that. If you think you're unqualified, you are. If you think it's too difficult, it is. If you think this little lake with the geese that just landed and the trees coming into bloom around it is not pretty, it's not. That's your projection of it. If you believe you can't get out of a rut, you won't. If you don't know the answer, you don't. So, all of our thoughts are our reality. How you think is what you get. Your reality. And if you think positive stuff, I mean, I just ran through a list of mostly negative stuff, but if you think positive stuff will happen. If you think abundance, you'll get abundance. If you think roof over your head, you'll probably live in a house. If you think you're no better than being homeless, you'll remain homeless. if you feel you're unqualified to earn a living, work, you'll remain poor. If you visualize yourself and think and fantasize and see yourself as the CEO of a company, you'll find a company or start a company and become a CEO. If you think you're a person that is easy to get along with and fun and enjoyable to be around, you'll have a lot of people in your life. If you want to earn, if you want to earn $100,000 a year, you will. If you want to live on an island, you will. So, thoughts is what colors our reality. When we get up in the morning, the first thing most people do, and this is science, is they try to recall the thoughts they had from yesterday, which identify who they think they are. So if you had thoughts yesterday of your 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, if you had thoughts yesterday about being, lack, without, and you get up in the morning and you look for those thoughts, guess where your reality is going to go? If you had thoughts yesterday about your company and its success and how you're running it feels really good and you're excited about it, and if you get up in the morning and look for that thought, that's your reality today. If this is an example of a person that I know. I interviewed this person, right? If you've been working in fast food, and let's say you're 30-ish, early 30s, and you've been working in fast food since you were 15, right? And every day your thoughts are about a different career path with more opportunity, more money, more benefits, exciting, challenging. And if those were your thoughts yesterday and you get up in the morning and you look for those thoughts, that's your reality today. So we have choices, right? We have choices. And a lot of people seem to stay with the status quo. A lot of people become complacent and accepting of their reality. Well, it's just probably not going to get any better. This is probably as good as it gets. Or what's the more common saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. If you get up today and you look for that thought that identified you yesterday as it is what it is, that's what your day is going to be today. Pretty hard to get too excited about that. So change reality can only change if you believe it can change. A lot of people, again, don't believe that. They go to their everyday job and do that day in and day out, make a wage, struggle financially maybe, live from paycheck to paycheck. I don't know, maybe have a little family. They don't dream, or they don't dream big enough. And nothing changes. Their thoughts remain the same. Therefore, their reality remains the same. The power of your thinking. The power of your thinking. If you believe you're going to have a disease, people do that consciously, subconsciously. They really do. You're going to have a disease. If you believe you're going to get the flu this winter, you're going to get the flu this winter. If you believe you're going to get that promotion and you visualize that and you can feel it, the vibrations, the energy, you're probably going to get that promotion. Your reality is what you think. Simplistic term that a lot of people want to just overlook, poo-poo it, ignore it. That's the point. That's exactly the point. There are, science, very few people in the world doing remarkable things. We use the creative part of our brain 5% of the day. 95% of the time we're in the program, doing the mundane, doing the everyday, thinking the same thoughts, doing the same actions. Our reality doesn't change, and we get addicted to that mundane reality of no change, of not being creative, of being in the rut, of feeling the way we feel. The depression, the anger, the bitterness, the sadness, all of that stuff. The Matrix. We become okay with living in the Matrix, living down the rabbit hole. We believe that is the way it's supposed to be. We don't imagine there's a different reality out there. Newtonian model, same thing, cause and effect. Quantum model, cause of the effect. Newtonian model, there's a start, a beginning, and an end. Quantum model, we live in the part of the atom that is 99.999% possibility. Quantum model. What we see out in front of us is just energy in its vibrational state. Newtonian model. That's a tree. That's a boulder. This is a parking lot. Which reality do you want to see and believe in? Does your day have possibilities? Do you have possibilities in your mind? Do you envision a different reality? Or are you okay with your reality that you live in? You know, I'm a mom. I have, 2, 3 kids. I take care of them. I go do a little work, run the kids around, fix dinner, clean the house, go grocery shopping. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful life, I guess, in a sense, but is it possible for that to be more creative? So it's more beneficial to you, so that your reality changes. You still have your family, you love your family, you love all the things you do, but you add some personal things in there for yourself and it changes your reality. You become creative a little more than 5% of the time, and all of a sudden it's a brighter picture. Your reality, is what you think. You're only stuck in your reality as long as you don't change your thinking. And I'm just wondering how many people listening are on either side of that fence. Are you creative in your thinking? And your reality is exciting and adventurous and has infinite possibilities? Or are you stuck in the matrix? Education is the key. Simple little statement, right? Oh, come on, John. You can do better than that. Not really. Education is the key to having a different reality. If you acquire knowledge of things you didn't know before, your thoughts are going to change. The neurons are going to start making different connections. You're going to start unwiring old connections. Old beliefs begin to change. New beliefs become hardwired. And in turn, your reality is different. So, we have no reason to be angry and bitter, sad, despondent, dejected, unexcited. We don't have a reason for that. Anything is possible with the quantum model. Or live your life according to the matrix and stay down in the rabbit hole and realize that your world is Newtonian matter. And the way that you change matter in the Newtonian model is you change it with matter. Matter changes matter. So if you live in lack financially, you need to go out and get a second job. And there are people out there that have a third job. And it might take them a lifetime of working a couple jobs to get out of lack. Whew. Does it work? There's people that have done it. They spent their whole life. Their reality is deep down in the rabbit hole. And they don't know any different. Education, knowledge. These little podcasts in the morning are informative. I think they offer some insight, a chance to slow down, have a different perspective, a different belief, a different thought, a different reality. I wonder how many people actually listen to these things all the way through. They take the, 20, 25 minutes or whatever it takes me to get through them, and they listen to the whole thing. And then they meditate on it, process it, what we used to call that. They process it throughout the day and possibly make some decisions to use some of that knowledge, the key, that will improve their life. I don't know. I have a tendency to believe that not only with mine, but with other people's podcasts and YouTubes, but I believe people will listen to a short part of it, this and others, and then they switch them off and they say, I got everything I needed out of that. Is that how you read a book? You read the first sentence of each paragraph, and then you say, I understand all of that. I don't need any more of that. Happy to do coaching for anybody who's interested. Do some consultation for people. Track me down. Happy to do some speaking wherever. Would love to do some smaller workshops for people or groups. Pretty easy to find. Self-supporting as always, so you can send money to my PayPal account, which is just jzegar@gmail.com. JZEGAR@gmail.com. So it's early still today. I'm looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to changing some of my reality. I would very much like to change some of my reality. Therefore, I need to change some of my thoughts as well. So I'm right there with you guys. Hope you all have a good day. God bless everybody. Take care of one another. And I'll look forward to talking to you all real soon again. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.